Hey everyone, I'm Tassinix, and welcome to Season 60, 3 vs 3 Grand Arena Championship, Week 2, Round 2. My opponent is, I cannot say any of that stuff, GAC, more stuff I can't say, you can't say. I've actually run this through Google Translate once before, I believe, in the past when I fought this guy, and it translates out to English, GAC, you can't say. Okay, fair enough. Hey, Enoch, what's going on? Good afternoon, everybody. It's going to be a fun match. Let's go ahead and get ready here. All right, prediction time. All right, one or less, two or more. It's got to be one or less, two or more, right? All right. Predictions started. Let's have a look at this guy. All right. Rank 33 fighting rank 31. GP, my 15.1 million versus 13.0. So, you're going to see a running theme here. Like, in virtually all things, I'm going to be bigger than this guy. Even datacrons, alright? But we'll still go through it. But everything's bending my way by the numbers, alright? Let's see here. Top 80 GP, my 3.15 million to his 2.97. Zetas, my 370 to his 351. GAC Omicrons, my 70 to his 42. Top 80... average speed, my 165 to his 160. Mod analysis, plus 25s, my 240 to his 174. 20 to 24s, my 513 to his 306. Plus 20s, my 753 to his 480. Plus 4% offense mods, my 194 to his 98. And plus 6% offense mods, my 72 to his 23. Okay. Relic analysis, total levels, my 2298 to his 1632. Relic 9s, my 116 to his 33. Total rerolls on datacrons, my 264 to his 165. For once, I am the Titan, right? Relic 9s, my 49 to his 30, not Relic 9s, level 9s. 49 to his 33, 6 to 8s, I have 2, he has 6, and then 3 to 5s, I have 5, he has 2. Alright, GL comparisons. Higher health than average, faster than average, lower offense on the red. Very robust, Slacker. Very robust. 171. Probably a health primary. Some fast stuff. Alright, JMK 580. I wish I could, I really do. Okay. Rest of it isn't too crazy. Wow. Both faster and more healthy on the Leia. That's pretty nice. And more damage. Damn. That's well done. I like that one. Alright. JKL, faster than usual. Okay, gas is pretty standard fast. Reasonably large Malgus. Ooh, that is something I gotta look into. Yeah. I gotta think about the old Ben thing. Wow, for once my cat is faster. Maul, 340. Really fast Star Killer. I greatly approve. Jelly. Not a lot of health, though. Alright. No advantage to be had, ship-wise. Match shouldn't be about drops. It should be about minutes of each battle. No Faith crew follow me. Sheepdog, I finished your VOD from last round, so I'm all caught up. Good, yes. Sorry I wasn't able to stream, but I'm glad you guys saw the VOD on YouTube. If you're not already looking at stuff on my YouTube, here's the link. But I imagine most folks tuning in on a Saturday already repeat offenders here on the stream. Okay, let's take a look at the Omega Bot report. Alright, this is legitimately funny. Alright, so ucantsay attacks at variable times. Kind of tough to really read a pattern into that. Seems to prefer finishing up later when he can. I don't know. Speed-wise, this graph is hilarious. Man, so these ultra-efficiency players, this is historically a weakness of mine. Because I'm usually trying to set a strong enough defense where I can be reasonably confident that I'll be able to force a drop or two out of you, which offers me opportunity to do stuff. This is usually not where I'm specialized. So, I have mild concern. That one annoys me. Okay. GAC Omicrons. I'm considerably more invested. Again. I want to win this. I haven't been tested in this way in a while, so I need this. It's going to feel bad if I lose, because I have lost to this guy before. I've won before, I've lost. I would really rather prefer I win. Yeah. So he had one legitimate match last week versus Cyrus. Good job, Cyrus. Cyrus won that, by the way, for the family. And then he had a couple of Erodians. Hello, princess. We're about to be spinning and giggling. This is not going to be great. This is not going to work. There will be squeals of glee that will be piercing, deafening, some might say. How are you, kid? What? Oh my god, yeah, so we got her, at the recommendation of a friend, we got my daughter this little chair that you can spin on. And she had such a great time with it that she proceeded to spin herself around so much that when she got up, started running around having fun doing something else, she promptly just, vomited. And that was after, not long before, enjoying some very red Jell-O. So, it was good. It was good. This is why we rely on Mrs. T to keep things reasonably under control while Dad is trying to do, big things in a phone game. 56, minimum 56 per battle or bust. Ooh. Okay. Wins in each battle. Yeah, TJ. It's got to be pretty tight like that. So I'm mildly concerned. All right, squad banner efficiency. We already covered. Yes, this is the squealing, the aforementioned squealing I mentioned. Oh yeah, my mic is really far away. Oh my god, the bass is. All right, should be a bit louder now. Cuts both ways. Do you like the new Conquest character? Yes! All of that stuff is ridiculous. TJ, we really should. I mean, I think it's probably going to be hard to round up the crew impromptu here Saturday, and maybe it would be worth trying on Sunday. But there is plenty to cover just with all the news that came out yesterday. You cannot be squealing here. Stop that. Don't do that. Okay? You can stay here and giggle adorably, but the squealing thing is gonna have to stop. Gotta... You like the new... Yeah, the new Conquest character is ridiculous. Really, really good. It adds what Slackers really needed the whole time is a non-readily cheesable defensive viability. So, only seasonally, depending on the datacron. could Slacker actually be, you know, a real defense? Otherwise, you know, JKR just eats it. Sheepdog says, we need a special edition PNS. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. She is having the best time spinning on this chair. There are pigtails flying around in a circle and everything. It's fantastic. Sorry for the radio silence. Alright, let's see here. Dark Rain movie for like 30 seconds. Child, you were supposed to go with Mum. Alright, defenses set by ucantsay. So he only had one legitimate real match last week. Again, versus Cere. So he set Tuskens, Kelleran, Bam, Sana, Trench, Finn, Qui-Gon. Am I narrating or are you, lady? Trench, Finn, Qui-Gon, Mon Mothma, Saw, BKM, Gungan, CLS, Dr. Aphra. Dr. Aphra. Rex Crex. Yeah, that's why. That's why. Yeah. Yeah. Kuiil and Nest. Kuiil, Nest, and then Gas. Executor, Leviathan, and Raddus on defense. Interesting. Okay, so he is going all in for it. It's fair. It's fair. Alright, defenses by zone. Bam, Mon Mothma, Saw, BKM, and Gungans. Listen here. Listen here, miss. You should be going and playing with anything else, anywhere else. But here you are, being a goof. Well, see? That's what you get for being a goof. Alright, attack-wise, he was using Malgus, Cere Malicos, Slacker, Bane, Bosk, Dash, Veers, DTMG, Starkiller, Padme, Raddus, Wampa, Jabba. Looks like Queen, Iden, Rey Swallow. Maybe. Hey. Alright. Alright, I must escort you out. I warned you about the squealing, but yet you persist in the squealing, so now we must depart. That's right. It's very funny. It's ha ha ha. Now, very funny ha 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 you get. Very funny ha 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 you get. Go on. Go on. I will see you later, goofball. All right. So yeah, Jabba, Queen, Iden, Rey, Solo. Okay, JMK. Okay. Finalizer, Executrix, and Profundity. Really? Endurance, Malevolence, and Negotiation. Okay. He's always having all the options. Alright. What gave him some trouble last week? Tuskens, Great Mothers, Balin, Mon Mothma, Sana, and Gas. Alright. Alright. Snoke could be a legendary character, says Enoch. Interesting. Okay. Little surprise, though, was not Snoke. Dark Raid was in the movie for 30 seconds, says Molmada. I mean, I would say it's appropriate for them to eventually add Snoke. Fine. It doesn't really feel... like, you could see the thematic correctness of a corrupted Rey being willing to stand with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So, in support of him, like thematically, it feels right. Because Snoke would not be in support. It would be like a manipulation kind of thing. I don't know. I mean, I guess they could technically have made it feasible. The influence of the dark side. Many different passives and stuff like that. I'm okay with this. I'm also okay with them adding Snoke later, though. Not really sure how. But, yeah. Alright, let's see. Snoke could be a legendary and acquire Praetorian guards. Exactly, yeah. Surely they can add more characters. Hey, Tim! Subscribe for 6 months in advance. Wow, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Really, thank you so much. Extraordinary. Okay. Executor gave him a little trouble last week as well. Alright, I think we're probably good on time, right? In terms of running the clock? Yeah. You guys have all gotten in your votes. Alright, how bad is it? Ooh, y'all went 2 or more. Man. Y'all are faithless. Faithless. I mean, probably not wrong. But also faithless. For shame. For shame, I say. Alright. Alright, let's take a look at the board. So, it's bad. It's bad all the way down, okay? He's put up a 2078, which means his defense is going to be fairly flimsy. But the object is, I think I'm sunk if I drop even once? Like, yes. Yes. All of you who are faithless may well be rewarded here. No promises. So let's talk about this. Spoiler, he one-shot everything. So as far as the banners go, let your imagination run wild anywhere from 54 to 57. Because I only caught the first attack. He got a 54 on Jabba, and I think that was probably his worst banner attack on the entire, squad defense. So that's neat. Yeah. So Tuskens, Kelleran. I kind of, thought about whether or not to set gas here instead. I don't know. Anyway. Gungans, Rey Swolo, Exile Ezra. Good banners on this stuff. He did that one attack on Jabba, and then it was late. It was, I was up for the Tyson fight, and then I went to bed. And all I could say is, can you imagine being a person that paid to see that? Yeah. All right. Back wall. Now, there's no excuses here. It's on me to beat this really tall order of a score. But that being said, and you can ask TJ, who's in the chat here, I was stupid busy on Friday. I literally was working until after 5 p.m. Eastern, which is when the attack starts for Grand Arena. So I was working until after lock already. I only got to put half my attention into this. Nevertheless, I mean, I have a lot of tools for attack, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, he one-shot everything. You'll see that I took Leia off defense. I found, people are reserving something effective for it. I'm not really having it hold for me. So I was like, maybe use it more effectively as an offense, put Lord Vader down. We'll see what happens. Spoiler, nothing interesting. All right, Enoch, Knight, DTP, Saw, Luthen, Kuiil, Mon Mothma, Krex, Pow, and then Raddus, Jin, K2. All vanquished. Top side. Trench, Jango, Watt, Qui-Gon, JK, Cam, Balin, Shin, Marok. And then Great Mothers, Morgan, Spirit, and then Queen, Padawan, Obi-Wan, Master Qui-Gon. So, just had everything. Why put Lord Failure in her place? Doesn't Leia hold better? Hold better? Yeah. Again, I was thinking about putting other things down instead and picking her up. And that's what I mean by I only got to really half plan my defense. I just didn't get to give it the full attention I needed to balance everything. So I know I have kind of a lot for attack. It is definitely my fault that he was able to just throw up a 2078. So it's on me now. It's all on me. All right, top side. Wait, did we not? Yeah, we just covered that. To the fleets. All right, so I can only guess at the scores here. What a dork. Ploon, how do you not know what my street... Ploon, you're... Alright, I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send it to you. That's how you can find me. Alright, so, yeah, as far as guesstimating these fleet banners, you got 75 on one of these. My guess is the Malevolence, because he looks like he finished it before any reinforcement came out, so that's 75, probably with Negotiator. 72, I'm guessing. 72, and then, hold on. Oh, that's disgusting if true. Is that accurate? Oh my god. You got a 78. So that means like a... like a successful two-man Leviathan counter? Okay. A successful two-man Profundity counter on Malevolence? It's clearly on Malevolence. So that means the 75 was on the Negotiator. Yeah, I also didn't adjust my fleets. I had intended to. Damn. Alright. Enough about this defense. My Leia held and I think I know why, says TJ. Dig that. Yeah, Lord Failure. Yeah. No excuses. Alright, top side. Saw, Kuiil, Cere. With a set 17, we've got Tank Revive, Jedi Turn Meter level 6. High crit damage, 93%. Alright, Finn, Zori. Resistance Hero Finn with max health damage, light side level 3, 49% crit damage, 54% potency, some tenacity added. Interesting. Rex Crex 5s, it's a classic with max health damage and 45% potency. Alright. Qui-Gon JK Cam. With a set 18, interesting choice. Protection up level 3. What's the advantage here? Maybe being a little tight on datacrons? Doesn't have a particularly high amount of crit damage. Level 3 isn't really kicking. What does it stop you from doing with level 3? Are you guys possibly fast enough? Go on. My Bad Batch could outrun these guys. Terrifying to consider taking such a a risk, though. All right. Well, it depends on what I'd consider a risk. If I went in with something like a set 17 with decent defense, probably okay. All right, Dash Hondo Vandor with a Mercenary Cron, stun level 6, 81% potency, a smidge of health steal, a dash of protection, and 35% crit damage. Bottom front, where the games begin. All right, Mon Mothma, Pow, Luthen. I am interested in high banner counter ideas, but until such a time you guys throw great ideas at me, I do have a plan. It doesn't feel like it's the best, but I feel like it won't drop. So that's how we're going to have to make it work. I have to get rid of this song. All right. Thank you. Decepticons. Hey, Tass, how's it going? Good luck in the GAC, bud. Could be worth the risk if you probably aren't going to use Bad Batch anywhere else anyway. Well, yeah, I mean, I have too much for offense right now as it stands, so I don't think that's going to be the problem. Like, it's one of those things where I'd feel better just throwing a GL at it if I had the GL to spare. So, I'm going to let you guys in on what the game plan is, at least the way I have it on paper. Or on spreadsheet, anyway. All right, the Mon Mothma team, I think I'm just going to Reva that. We're just going to eat it right up with Reva, and that looks to be between a 50... It looks like it's a 56 is what I'm seeing, so I'm willing for that to be the case. Gas, Ahsoka, Eeth. I think I'm just going to use Sith Eternal solo. That could be a draw because maybe he sent Malgus on me in the back. I could be convinced to use something else there. Alright, so dig this. 5-star Great Mothers, then a 7-star Morgan and 7-star Night Trooper. No Omicron on the Night Trooper, no Omicron on the Morgan. No datacron whatsoever. I'm still kind of scratching my head about what I want to use about it, because Doom and Blessed still both happen. Right? Maybe I can use Slacker full first order? I would rather not use JMK here is my point. But I am kind of thrown because Doom doesn't feel like a inconsiderable mechanic regardless. And how's this guy set up? It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Although I think Morgan's unique gives 10% crit chance. Yeah. So he's only at 76% chance to crit. That's kind of nice. Cup solo for the win, says Commander Shepard. Appreciate you, my dude. All right, Rey, Exile Ezra, and Swallow. So dig this. I'm thinking I'm still going to roll with Starkiller, and it can't be worse than last time. Well, I mean, it could in the sense that we could lose, but that was a 50, and that was bad, and I really don't want that to be the case. The other reasonable alternative, I wonder if you guys think Leia's worth using on offense against this particular target. I was also thinking Leia could be thrown at the Great Mothers, because the whole thing is, you know, when you're critting them, sides are going under stealth and stuff like that. Leia's always pulling people out of stealth. But it would, if it's, I don't know what other people are doing right now to stop this, because I know Starkiller would be, you know, your best value, I guess. TJ, I'm not reading that. So you can have that. All right, and then he's got Tuskens here with 51% crit damage, and then he's got the Dark Side Bulk level 3. All right, so here's the thing. Pretty sure my gas is up to the task, but it also, if I'm doing it with Rex 5s, it is often something like a 52. I don't think I can afford that here. Crap, I had something looked up for it. Really don't want to use Treya there, do I? Oh, thanks. We'll be eating that for a while, but thank you. Okay, so what do I want to do first? I guess we'll do C first. We'll knock this out while I'm sweating the rest of it. Any bright ideas for that Great Mothers, though? Otherwise, I feel like it should still be something, unfortunately, relatively expensive, because I fear doom, as one should. Leia for Great Mothers, and then EP Mara, Jade, Starkiller for Rey. Yeah, I can see that path, Tim Tim. EP Mara, Jade, Starkiller is definitely the way. But the fight is pretty specific in how it's played. What's different about it, aside from, you know, the opener? You know, you're leading with basic from Mara Jade, right? Is there a specific a sequence after that? Because it seemed like you mostly would play the fight kind of intuitively from there. Try to control the sides, burn down, get Rey really low, you know, pop Ben's DI, kill Rey and Ben first, clean up Ezra, right? Quite a bit of dynamics to it. You got a video you want me to showcase, buddy? I can throw it up on stream. We can all learn from it. I'm down. Present the goods. I am willing to accept that I may have botched it and made it hard for myself getting a 50 here last round. I could accept that, but anyway. You are surely too good for this purpose. The Hellsteel, I feel a little better about using in this way. Yeah. I think you're still just playing it like normal. Whenever he's using a special, he's gaining the buffs. Is that really the way I want to play it? Do I have a better choice? Because that's buffing gas, specifically. That does make life a little harder. 167% defense. Hated by an enemy, that ally. See, this might be smarter to use. Because gaining all these buffs... Yeah, this is less likely to happen. Kind of annoying that that's maybe the smarter way to play it. But didn't I use this? I used this for an important fight recently. Yeah, all these buffs are unacceptable. It all depends, but yeah, you got it now where Ezra doesn't get exiled off. Oh man. Man. I will pop into the stream chat. Come see me, TJ. Pop on in if you got a few minutes. Tell us the tale. Educate the people. I think we take this and just run. You're doing a lot of basics with this kit anyway. Also agree that this is currently on the current DC. I mean, yeah, I believe you. So what? Yeah, I mean, I guess you. Be ideal to kill you first. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, you're not taunting it. That's the way of things, the way of the Force. And then you would sit down and have no protection right about now. Right? Okay. Okay. Ow. Holy shit. Damn, that defense down is not inconsiderable. Okay. We will all be fine. It's kind of annoying. Do I have to zap them? Is that the way it needs to be done? Guess you take the 58. Yeah, otherwise you're stuck. Hi. I believe you. Very good. There's going to be something awful in the back, I know. Alright, 58 plus 10.
Yo.
Hey, what's up, TJ? Let me see. Hold on. Let me put it on.
You're good, bud. It'll probably take my video. That's where I made my tweaks, is based off of my video and the steps.
Okay. So you got a video?
Dagger recorded it for us, remember? We were going through the fight on the first one.
Oh, I thought you just said in chat that you had further refined it since.
I have refined it since then. I didn't get a chance to record it though. I was kind of doing it live type thing.
We're doing it live. I see.
I already did mine. That's what I'm saying. But I can tell you what adjustments I made based on the video that we did with Dagger.
All right, let me see if I can find that video. All right, we can pull that up right now.
The other thing I'd say, yeah, and you got to probably share your screen so I can look at it.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You might be onto something there.
I know. I do those good things. That's why I'm part of the penis. I'm sorry. PNS. Let me be.
Thank you.
YouTube correct. Hey, I got you, buddy. I got you.
Thanks.
Everybody should be correct when you're dealing with.
It's really the least you can do. It's a very serious.
Hey, at least I don't say your hat is dumb.
It's a very serious show.
That's right. TAS is PNS. See, I did it all.
All right. You see the video now?
Yeah, for the start, right.
Alright. This is recorded in potato grade.
It is, but you know what? It gets the point across of how we make it correct.
Potato gator.
Right, so that didn't change anything.
Okay. There
he has to get his first move off, right? And so what I was trying to go off of when we were looking at it is how do I move? So here, I'm going to middle. That is not correct. You can't get him to stun, so that's where I changed it, right?
Okay.
That still doesn't change. What we need to do now is go straight for the stun. See, and this is where I didn't do it correct. He doesn't have tenacity down anymore, right? So if you look at Exile when you go back, he doesn't have tenacity down.
Mm-hmm.
He can now be stunned, and because what's going to happen is turn 2, he's going to Exile. Remember when we talked, Tass, and I said, hey, he never got exiled off on anybody for me? He does if you watch fast enough, because what he does is so quick, because he's able to move. He exiled and killed my EP.
So
one move. So right here, what happened is, and boom, this is what happened. Boom, dead. But he got exiled off. You notice how he doesn't have it now?
Yeah.
No. So what Tim was asking is, how do we avoid the exiled? So turn 2, when it comes up, you're gonna stun exiled, and then play the fight out, because you're getting so much turn meter from the debuffs that are removing. You can actually get that in. So where I got it to now, and I need to refine it more, turn 2, when it comes back up, you're going to go straight to stun Ezra. Don't worry about Ben.
So wait, right. you're saying on Mara Jade's second turn, you're using her middle on Ezra. That's priority number 1.
And it's also to what Tim said, and I want to make sure. Which part of the shaft am I? I'm the base right by the ball striker. You have to look at really closely what it's there.
I'm looking at this right now. I want to see. I'm trying. I think I'm almost there, but I got to see it make sense. So you would just basic here, otherwise.
Basic. You can just basic into her. Let Ben if you want to do it, but don't try to.
Now we clear the buffs.
All right.
Now you would target Ezra in middle.
Look at the turn meter. Or the turn order where everybody's at. Now you're going to target. You should have done Ezra. That's what I should have done.
Right. That's what
he now can't go and now move off and play the fight as normal. You're going to start hitting into everybody, start locking down turn meter. he will be stunned in this fight. And that's where this changes. And then I got to a point where I was able to pull a ship because I've gone through so much. I pulled the ship to get him down to yellow, but he's still stunned.
Yeah.
Remember that. So because he's stunned, when it's time for him to come out, he's dead. So he was the first person I killed, and then just finished the fight.
All right, let's see how it goes.
That's the changes that I've made, and again, I'm gonna refine it further. But that's where the difference is, where we got to look at it, and I played the fight twice now. That does matter, and that's again the one in the video. He was 374. I want to say that's how fast that Ezra was. The one I fought yesterday or today or whatever it was, this fight is closer to what I would expect as average. So he was about 366. So that is more in line.
Let me ask you something. Do you think it's okay that mine is about 7,800 offense, 100k health in a crit damage triangle, but only 365 speed? Do you think that's okay?
I don't know if it's going to matter if we're doing it this way, but again, here's the two pieces I'm going to give that caveat to, and Tim called it. This is completely datacron driven, not Ezra. The team of Ezra and what we're going to see later on is going to be a monster of a team. This is datacron driven in what Starkiller's doing, which is driving your turn meter for the team. So it's not the same thing. Will it matter right now? I do not believe so, because if you look, Task, he is literally getting one turn off. And if this stays the same, at this average, 365, and I'll say, I'm going to do this for you, 365 to 375. I also want to preface, my Mary Jade is 371. So per turnaround time to get back with the datacron that's in play is what's helping your loop stay going, but also why the decisions need to be based off where everybody's at in their turn meter or in their turn order.
Yeah, because it's not possible to make him fast enough such that he outruns Mara Jade.
You got it. And we're turn meter looping. We are back to being able to do that, so his lead is in full effect.
Dig it. All right, well, you ready to watch the Doom?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Because it's so fluid, you should still be about 3-minute fight.
This
so
is the
change
fight.
Anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we definitely need the 10 down before we attempt the debuffs.
I'm gonna tell you, my guy messed up, and it's nothing against him, right? He did what we get into, Task. So my guy gambled. He placed all of the counters on defense, and my right held. Yep,
Happens
that doesn't
to
change.
the best of us.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
All right. Dodge of the gods.
No, we're good. That's fine. So you're still going to third. We're not changing.
Yeah. Basic over here? Or basic on Ray, rather.
Basic on debuff. Just keep it on debuff and keep on rolling.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Okay.
Stun him. Stop his bullshit. Look at the turn order and look.
Yeah, but it ain't there.
Oh, you got bad luck.
I got beefed.
You're still okay, but yeah, you need to...
I wouldn't describe it that way, but I guess we need to actually start dropping debuffs now.
You need to debuff fast, and then you could actually go on to Ben. Because of the turn order, if you go third onto Ben, that's going to be Starkiller who's assisting.
I can stun. There is something there.
I would AoE just because you want to remove the turn meter.
Trigger the stagger early. Earlier than I'd like, but it is like that. Whatever.
You are getting just dodged.
I have concerns.
You need to keep playing fast and start getting into all this. No, you're okay for turn wise.
Mild concern. One. Okay.
Alright, so here's where I know you want to. I would still pull your ship. And I'm saying that because look at your EP. He's so low. You need him back up and healthy. That is a very scary notion to have your EP.
I don't know if I need him right now.
I don't play with it. Because EP is so fragile, even at Relic 9, I don't play with them. I want everybody stunned, locked down while controlling the fight, because she'll stay debuffed, and then that way you can come back to controlling it. And that, your Exiled is about to go again. He is going to absolutely... Now he can't do it. Right now you can stun him. So go for the stun on absolutely Exiled.
Deflected.
Wow.
The Giga Dodge. The Giga Dodge.
You are just getting the worst of luck, which is shitty.
Right. Yeah, you're already still locked down, so that's fine. Let's get the buffs off.
I can't believe the... And there goes the bullshit with Exile.
Yes,
That's
it is,
bullshit.
but it's, I mean, I guess the worst has already happened. We've already dropped the ship into
No, but the great thing is
this
you're still healthy, right? So now you can go back and start finishing these guys off.
That's a matter of point of view. And there goes the fight right there. So we got just extraordinarily dodged.
You got way too much. And there's nothing on the cron. You literally just got all of the BS that happens. Because he should have been stunned, tenacity down, and everything else should have stopped that. That was literally the only change I would have done in your fight right now is she's in red. You could have gone after Ben right now with that move.
No.
But
there's nothing to talk about now.
But that's what I'm saying. You literally got unlucky on each of the pulls. There's nothing in the mastery ramp. You should have been able to do it because he shouldn't have been able to get anywhere in getting mastery ramp.
I'll say this: we tried it your way, and here's what I think. I think we would have lost EP on her ultimate, but I think if I had saved the ship, this would have been like a cleanup, maybe. I could make it work as a cleanup. But this is withdrawal.
I don't know, but that's fine. Like I said, my fight went different, but I've also never had, in a row, every single lock to stun get deflected. And he's not. Is he Relic 9? He's not Relic 9, right?
His is 9. Special. Yeah, it is. It is.
How would turn 2 they get deflected, though? That's where...
Pretty sure there is... I assume he has Evasion Mastery. I don't know. I'd have to check, but...
Yeah, I had no problem with this, but I also had the stun go down perfectly. I did have my EP low, so I pulled the ship pre just to make sure that everybody was back and healthy. He did go in, but again, I never even had the situation with Ezra locking down like that because Ezra was stunned. So the fight went completely separate, and that was a Relic 8. Yeah, I had nothing like that. I've never seen... Yeah, I think Tim called it horrible.
And there's like another... So, there's like 95% potency base on Palpatine before the leadership.
Yep.
And
he's
a
Jedi.
similar figure on Mara Jade. And 75% potency on the datacron. And then the 35% leadership.
Mm-hmm. And he's Jedi, so he's getting all of the... So
that is wild.
Go to his kit real quick, because I'm really interested. I've never seen it go where it just
go
on dodge, full on deflection.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing about this that would give him deflection. But yeah, mastery of what? There it is, dodge chance. So, no, I think we really did just get unlucky because...
You did.
There wasn't a lot of time for him to have stacked mastery.
So,
what's his base dodge? What's his base dodge? That's the thing. 26%. So this might be one of those situations where... Do we have accuracy? We have the accuracy down on set 17 Dark Side, but then you don't get to use the Starkiller Cron. So maybe something else instead. But that felt terrible.
You're not... But you're not doing any attack. It's just the ability for the and I'm gonna go look now.
Sure.
Because with her second and tenacity down and the potency, you're not looking to do damage. For him to just flat out deflect.
All right, let's do gas here then. I want to free up something. How best to do this? So this one doesn't have... We do have something with high defense, don't we? These are more fragile. Arc Echo, I want to believe. Arc Echo, yeah, we'll figure that out. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tess. That was the worst. Maybe I brought it. I'll stop coming on stream because maybe I brought you.
You son of a bitch! You ruined my life.
I did. I feel like I did.
Don't ever talk to me or my son again.
Yeah, that's right. The shaft of the penis out.
Man. Nah, man. I mean, the thing is like, I'd feel worse if there was something I could have done. It feels terrible. I'm not gonna say I'm happy about it, but I'd be more frustrated if it was something I could have avoided. And I think we played it pretty tight.
The only difference you said is you would have done ship after. So there's our variation, right? In your steps.
Yeah, I would have done
after.
Starkiller's third there. I would have purged off the offense up off of Ben, the riposte, the defense penetration, whatever that was on Ezra.
The only thing I would say, you could have technically with Starkiller, even when the next came up, to go back to the fight, you could have done a third with him. I know why you were not, because you can still remove the buffs. You can't do it from Herm.
Yeah, I don't like using Mara Jade's middle just as a buff removal. I really like that trying to go.
No, it was to stun him.
Mm-hmm.
Your middle was specifically so he can't get exiled off.
Fair.
That was the variation. It was nothing else. You're doing the basic, then you're doing the middle on Ezra so he can't go. That's the change where if you watch our fight, my fight that Dagger and I talked through when we were going over it, changing that to lock down Ezra, because you're in the beginning of the fight, he can't do the second move to get exiled. And basically what happened is it's for anybody who has the Omis, it's a turn 2 exile. And we don't want that, right? Because if you watch the one that you did before this, that exile really messed with your fight because then that's just a tree stump sitting there.
Yeah. I see you out there mocking me, Striker. I will remember this. I will remember this. One day your very impressive win streak will come to an end and I will be there lurking in the shadows. This offense will not be soon forgotten. Alright, this is kind of a crappy cron, but it's not a turn meter level 3, so we won't be stunned like 100% of the time.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tass. That sucks, dude.
You ruined my life.
I feel like I did. I feel like that's a shitty way to do it.
I deny you as my real father.
Age-wise, it should be fine. Tracking does come out that way.
Okay. You have some buffs. You could have more buffs. Never a wrong time to get crit damage down off. Okay. Soon. So far, so good. The choice of having the speed up level 3 instead of turn meter means that I'm, not forever spending my life stunned. So, dig it. Yeah, high banners, stuff like that. Wow. Wow, are you gonna take a whole bunch of slaps for that? He doesn't like you. I don't like you either. Oh, you got a real conundrum today, Striker? Sorry to hear that, man. Good luck with that, you bastard. Hey, leave Brittany alone. Step it. Hey. We discussed this. Step it. Okay. Quickly, stand up. No! Alright, almost there. Yeah, just take that. Need to finish this quickly. It was supposed to be dead. Yeah, telekinesis will still stun. Yeah, right. Well, alternatively, I could also not need to rely on that. Alright, this has become a science stream because almost certainly we have lost on the basis of score, so...
No, you get 58s everywhere, you're good. I'm trying to think, because I'm looking at her middle, so I need to look at his R8. And maybe it's the reason that R9 him, but there's a...
Oh, mine's R9 for next week, but whatever.
No, that's not what I was looking at. To the point of the mastery, right? And the evasion.
Mm-hmm.
It's not immune to the chance happening, right? So then does it go back to the old school Mara Jade where she needs the chance, right? put the chance in to make sure that it lands.
What did I have written as the plan? I was going to use Reva for this. I could use DTMG, but I am worried about Luthen and Pow together. That could be a lot of damage, so we'll stick to the script. What's up, Sweetness?
Deflection chance is 21% R8. R9 goes up to 24.5.
Yeah. And so, yeah, there are no other
I'm
modifiers.
doing all the... That's what I'm looking for right now.
No other modifiers, though.
But at 25%, I just want to see if it's physical or special.
All right. Dodge meta's back. You have to accept it, folks. Accept it as I have.
If that's
your
the
life
counter.
now. This is your life now.
Because then that, to me, it does make a point of it.
Daddy's precious child.
So would be special.
Can't target either of them. Have to move through the trooper a couple of times.
I think you got to take that into account, Tass, and I think that's where the change goes. 7, 8, or 9 on your Ezra.
Well, it doesn't. I mean, I had an 8 on mine, and he either had regular luck using his Star Killer, or he used something else. He saved most of everything, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not going to count for him. I'm just trying to go off of the Star Killer fight, right? Specifically what I'm looking at. And in my opinion, a 7, 8, or 9 Ezra and a 25% deflection chance does matter. Because then it almost needs to be... You can't do the stun. You do the third to get the tenacity down to make sure everything... There's absolutely no way for him to do it. But the only way to do that is to go middle. I'll look at that. I'll have to adjust the mechanics now. So I think mine was... Both times they were an 8. But I also played the fight different ways 2 different times. But because there's no written language for the middle, it does scream out that you want the tenacity down to help avoid any of the BS. Okay, you should be able to actually calculate your math if you need to figure out what you need to make. I'm sure you have enough to be able to do it. If I had to guess, it would just be 57s across the board, or 58s where you can.
I think I would have had to pretty much do that just to win regardless without a drop. That's kind of where the issue comes from. Yeah. Okay. Alright.
Trying to watch it on Twitch as I'm going through the mechanics.
Possible to stun you right now. Yeah. Stun you then? Here? I think this still should work. Okay.
He had the basic off that pull from Leia. That's like a insta kill.
I agree with that assessment.
And assuming there's no Leia on defense, I'm assuming that's probably what he did to you.
Oh my god, don't do that. Absolutely stop all that shit. No support left to hit, so it just is what it is. The follow-up stun, beautiful. And then you're gonna go null. It's fine. Keep him on lock. Light him up. Okay. Brap brap. Okay. Doink. Well, that's shit. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that does it, my friend.
35 versus 30, or 33 versus 35.
Okay. What to deal with for you?
The mothers really don't have anything there. You could look up the counters for stuff like that with like CLS. There are other things like it.
CLS.
Oh yeah, man. If you go watch, they were doing looking at no datacron, right? Just looking at the team, the datacron with the out of turn attacks is what messes you up. It's that level 6 on top of the level 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is literally nothing there. You get to just punish the team now. So if you go look at the lead and all that, yeah, it's got some things there.
Yeah, I already looked through the kit.
But now you get shoot first, you get multi-attacks, so yes, it's a cool team, and it definitely has things like that, but you can overpower this. And that...
Let me ask you something. Is there a tenacity down in here? Tell me why I can't... oh, yeah, Doomed is why I can't do Wampa. Shit.
Oh, yeah, no, you were trying to single that? No, not for 58. But what happens is she's going to go ahead and put her little bullshit, she's going to pull that string, and then you're going to kill the character.
Mm-hmm.
Because the string is gone, right? And then those are 2 Relic 7s with no datacron, and you get to put a datacron on. If you were trying, so let's say we're going to be thrifty, right? And the goal is we want to 58. I would not do a CLS then. This is probably a 57 because they still have to pull the string, and that's pulling for 56. They're going to take protection off of somebody, and depending on who it is, they may not be able to recover that protection.
Okay.
If you were looking, let's say the goal is, GG, we don't want that. We want to do something else. A tank in the beginning who could get their stuff back would be the thing, right?
We talking Malgus here?
I'm talking like JML with like a Hoda. I'm trying to think out loud because you can't touch Hoda, right? Hoda will stay invisible.
I want to use JML elsewhere.
Okay. Because we need what? 57 minimum, 58 is better, and then obviously 59 would be phenomenal.
I mean, this is assuming it's still mathematically possible, which I'm not exactly convinced of.
I keep the hope, sir. I live on hope.
You fool! Whereas
I know,
you should not.
I am light side. What can I say? It's a curse.
Yeah, we'll see. I've been wrong before. I'm willing to be wrong.
You could do it now if you want to look at it, but this, like, to me,
what?
She's going to pull the string. Han is going to kill her, right? Because you get to go shoot somebody. So that's already dead. And now you just have to deal with Morgan, and you're controlling the entire team of the turnout. So it's a 6-star purple mothers.
Yeah.
It is not a datacron mothers.
I don't even know if it's worth checking Division 1. What I can check is has defending datacron no. And Omicron's no. That's so funny. Hold on. It's so funny, he said, losing the battle.
You lost the bullshit. You did lose to the side. I don't know.
Yes, I appreciate that. I do. The cope is there.
I don't feel coped. I feel at least with the solution that you should have won.
Means a lot. Means a lot.
Big hugs. Big hugs.
Exclude these. Okay. Talk to me, Goose. 57 with Dash Han.
That's a good one.
Let's see.
To me, that works perfect.
Yeah, CLS Han looks like butts, so sold.
But I would say, is it 6-star? I'm not discounting it. Do the dash. Han Chewie made perfect sense. I'm just looking at it from the perspective.
We've got a solution to stealth. We've got multiple control avenues. This Kron even still has defense yet. I want to believe
she's dead, and then you're dealing with 2 people. Yeah, that's we already know who you're going after, right? You're gonna kill one, so that's 2 versus 3.
Probably a hacker, says Kyle. I don't have reason to think he's a hacker.
You can't say no. He's a really good player, which is why he's at the top.
You son of a bitch! You ruined my life. Wait a minute. How could this have happened? All right. Actually, literally, how did that happen, though? How did she survive? I'm kind of curious about that now. All right, we got to drop this. Can't be evaded. Be crazy not to. Yes, get the repeating turns. We need the buffs up, though, clearly, for his sake.
You get to get that next turn anyway.
Do this. We got to dispel for the sake of being... see, she's going to get it back so easily. Do we just try to blow through her? Can't keep her enduringly stunned. But Han might have an opportunity to go in. Yeah, we miss. Yeah, meets expectation. Yep. As one does. Yeah, no evasion up. No. I don't think they have evasion in their kit. It's just.
Evasion? No.
Yeah. Just pure hate, I think, is what drives them.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go from the stream, Tass. I feel like
you've ruined my life.
I feel like I really
my entire
am
life.
giving you. It's literally 100%.
There can be no forgiveness for what was done here.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, TJ. For shame. Never again. You're fired. You're out.
Dude, on PNS, it's got to be talked about. Like, TJ comes on to talk about something that gets the worst. 100%.
It's gonna work, Tass. I got it down. I figured it out. I got the kinks worked out.
But even then,
I got the deets.
But even then, right? We go and you look on TG, for it's like it's 100% against a 6-star, and it's like no. To the point of hacking. This is a reverse hack, dude. How is he getting into your game and literally completely just the worst? Oh my god. It is like the most phone throwing, like, no, this is 100%.
What I'm legitimately shocked by is that there is enough stats handed out just from the kit that a 5-star Great Mothers was able to easily take the opening hits from a pretty well kitted out Raidhan with an armor penetration datacron, like my very best one available, against a team with no cron.
No cron. What? It had to be in the lead. I've got to look at this, but a 5-star to take that shot.
Multiple sources of defense gain, health gain, but still, you would think those multipliers don't matter at such a low pace. Not
when you get to make the first move.
Luke Flash, first time chatter. I used Reva versus Great Mothers today and it worked. That is good to know.
That is really good to know, but it's a 5-star. Where's the... Okay,
one thing with that after that. So.
Accuracy, health, tenacity, but can't be revived. Blah, 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 blah. They counter whenever an attacker knifes or blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter because nobody had moved. No, that's wild and territorialist, but the unique.
Could use you.
I don't know where that came from, Tess, that was able to do that. I would have been like, well, maybe it was on the datacron because you're level 3 and you gain buffs or something else that did that, but there's just nothing here. This is why that would have gone that way.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you ruined my life.
I did do it. I take full ownership of the game, screwing you over. Yeah, for you.
The many forms of life ruinings. When any Ufu defeats an enemy to take a bonus turn, that's okay. This is kind of the one I was looking for, but the stats, it's all wrong. I gotta fix up some of these. This is decent for the purpose. Let's run it. Do I truly want that, or do I want Cal, or do I want crew?
I'm like at a loss.
I mean, what happens? I mean, if Malicos gets doomed immediately, you're just kind of piped, yeah?
He can't get that because you start with pre-taunt. So you even on your fight with that, it wouldn't matter. But I don't know.
You get to ignore taunt, right, with Doom?
No, not a dark side. You don't get to ignore dark side taunt. You have to focus on that when it comes to the mothers. Light side taunt is what you're talking about.
So it would be prudent then.
But it doesn't matter, man. The problem is when you're doing this. So it's great to hear that the Reaver worked. My concern when you do that is that crew dies so quick. The amount of damage that comes off, especially with that Night Trooper setup, he's not. I don't know how long he lasts for that. That whole thing that he likes and all that just doesn't work for against the mothers.
Mm-hmm.
That's why whenever we were doing this before, I was taking multiple tanks, and then that's just because they're gonna die, right? That's the whole setup. But you do have the ability that you don't get to bypass taunt.
Mechanically, what else could handle this? Yeah, Doom is just forbidding for a few things.
I need to watch from the shadows just so I don't ruin any more bad stuff.
Son of a bitch.
Dude,
yeah, that would.
That's funny. Doofy. Did you see Doofy? I just did the Dash versus Great Mother team, and now it went fine.
Yeah, Lord Vader's not available, Wilco. Sorry, he's on defense. I'm open to you guys' ideas for experiments. I'll say this much. I was not expecting that Great Mothers to stand through my hunt. Did not expect that whatsoever.
And it even shows 100% for that pop. But here's what the flex is crazy to me, and it's not. Put earmuffs on Task. Task's modding is not shitty. His Han relic level is tied in. So the amount of stuff on top of having a datacron with added incentive, on top of having dashes, lead, all of these pieces is just absolutely flabbergasting. That shot didn't do like the dirt. The only thing I come up with, Task, that would even be close is that you don't go for Great Mothers, but why would you never go for a 5-star character with a Relic 8 or Relic 9 on the opening shot to just destroy them?
Yeah, the plan made sense. We're all marveling.
Dude, I'm just talking it out. That's literally just a talk out to try to vocalize.
You want to do Savagely Trey Annihilus, says Wilco.
Treya was killing Relic 7s and everything else like that really close, and I was doing well. The problem, and I get what you're trying to say, if you do the Savagely, one, they're going to go after Savage right away. Mm-hmm. That's hands down. AI, 100% of the time, they'll do that. So they'll target, they'll work it. It's just trying to give you enough time. That's just a scary fight. But not one that's obviously one you get to use anywhere else. What we've talked about before, Tass, on plotting and scheming when we were going through it, that if you need to piece down the Great Mothers, then the nicest or the trio are a great option to try to get you at least 1 or 2 dead.
Well, I don't want to see. It doesn't really mean anything if Slacker can still beat this. What else to try? Anything else you guys want to try on it? Is there crit avoidance on Great Mothers? Would that even matter? I don't know if there is off the top of my head, man. Crit avoidance, yeah, there is. But this is Han we're talking about, like.
And it's a 5-star. And it doesn't even have, like, super mods. There's nothing.
Yeah, high defense I dig, though. I mean, it makes a lot of sense for that. If you're not going to have 6-dot mods on, that's pretty good value. Even so, only 50% armor. Insane. Insane survivability.
I guess it's the multiple attacks, but that would help her pop back up. So you would need high single fire without multiple attacks to really lock her down.
Some type of Jedi thing worth trying?
That's what I was wondering. That's what I was going to wonder. Is it Jedi? But then you still have to worry about doomed.
Yeah, and at the point that I'm using...
Okay, so here's the only problem with this thought process, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're at, Task, you're never going to see this, in my opinion.
No.
You can't say it's unique.
The value of this discussion. I mean, I'm just gonna set up here JMK Cap Plo, just for the sake of having something ready. But that said, I guess we'll take this. The idea is that when the Cron expires, I'd like to think about what you might use. Because we're assuming Battleship Sunk here. So this is a testing stream.
Oh,
we can try anything you guys want to see.
2 drops, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not mad about it. I've already resigned to my fate. But that said,
when it's done, I mean, it's a good point, because watching it, there is nothing. The only thing that, if I'm not mistaken, no, he doesn't even have it. So your point about Omicrons is there?
Right, yeah. Think about that. Think about how floor level this team is. A 5-star Great Mothers, no Omicron on either Morgan or Night Trooper. No datacron, and still able to withstand the opener from a Relic 9 crit damage modded Han with an armor penetration cron. So I'm literally saying that again just to think about what is it that you're going to use that isn't something like this, that isn't something like J&K, that's actually going to be able to put that team down before Doomed eats you up? What is that supposed to be? The only character that's going to out-bonus turn Great Mothers, for the most part, is going to be Han. That did not work at all. So,
well, I mean, technically, GI. But GI doesn't do, because then then you're looking about like who's faster, right? Because of the 6 stacks. But even then, the problem with the setup for GI, what you're going to do, I guess it would be open with 3rd if you're faster.
Yeah.
But how do you get to her when Morgan is taunting? And the problem with it is, even looking at the kit, you can't ability block her because it literally says at the beginning of the fight, if she's ability block, remove ability block. It specifically calls it out. You don't get to avoid Doomed. Doomed will take place no matter what you try to do. So the only thing you could potentially do is delete Great Mothers turn 1.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna use this here, unless anybody has any cool ideas they want me to try. Because again, we're doing science now. So if there's bright ideas you guys would like to see tried against just a base mechanics kind of.
The only thing I would give you, maybe it works. Maybe Bane.
Yeah,
Bane.
but I don't want to use.
I'm just giving you ideas here to throw it out.
Plus, can I say I'd have to use Set for sure, which I can't.
You would absolutely have to use Set because you would need or a dark side tank. So you could because Sign's not going to taunt. Yeah, so yeah, you'd have to do Set because you can't allow weaving, and they will absolutely target Bane.
Gas was already used on offense. Woko, appreciate you though.
Okay, and here's my problem with it. It's a loop, right? I was actually doing it. I found it funny.
I'd be willing to try Bane, I guess. I had plans for Bane elsewhere, but we can pivot off that. That's fine.
And if you wanted to give it a true test, Ash, you could do no cron.
No, I'm not going to do that.
I'm just giving you ideas.
I know that I'm not really going to see this in the wild.
All right. But you were asking base.
Yeah,
so anyway,
I'm using this instead of a GL. I was just about to ask myself, am I really doing this? But the answer is, yeah.
Here's what I'm going to tell you is a funny exploit if you're in Conquest or whatever else. I found this doing it. If you ever come up against the gas team, you know how they have the old setup and it takes away your life? Take your Great Mothers, keep putting Doomed on gas. So what happens is gas will immediately sit down. You'll get to do a turn. Gas stands right back up. Your weaving comes back. So you put the Doomed back on gas. He'll never take an actual turn until it's time. It is the funniest thing to watch. So taking gas to me is a concern because he's going to taunt, and if they put it on gas, they'll keep putting it. So he literally becomes an irrelevant character.
All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I mean, no reason not to do this. So, yep, dodge. Yep, perfect. Yep, meets expectation.
But you have some buffs there, so you could actually get to open up, and nobody's assisting.
Yeah. I wonder if I basic here because she's not under stealth.
You'll attack twice, right? Oh, no, it's once.
No, that was
it's a single attack.
It's a single attack, but I feel like it's a better value right now.
Okay.
I was right. Now, why did he get to do that? You son of a bitch.
Why did he get to do what? I'm sorry. Get to go again?
Yeah. Why did he just one shot? Where our Han failed us.
The only thing I can come up with, but I don't know if it's Kron related, is the backup assist. We'd have to go back and watch your fight, but it wasn't. It was Han and then immediately Chewie assisted.
Yeah. So Bane, probably Bane in absence of something like the Great Mother's Crown could be good. All right, good lesson there. Yeah, we do have the other Night Sisters team, Wilco, so we have options. All right. Yeah, see? No datacrons here on these teams. Real shame for those dodges to have sunk me. So, you can't smite Exile Ezra, right?
As in you're like AoEing him? I don't believe so.
Well, I'm talking like if I took JMK against his Rey.
That's what I was saying.
If we're entering a situation where, unless I have something like, I don't know, accuracy arrows on everybody, or a level 3 on a datacron giving accuracy up, or high accuracy stat on a datacron, then maybe not Star Killer against Exile Ezra while that's still a thing. Because I would never want that to happen to me twice. That sucked. Which leaves us with probably not Slacker. JMK I think about.
Especially right now, right?
Yeah.
And if you're going datacron dependent, then right now, because you get to stun, 2 out of the 3 are that, so you get to literally make sure he doesn't get to go, so you're controlling the fight, because you can't gain turn meter and all those good things. So you're already doing good things with that. JMK would... I don't see why you can't. There's nothing that I'm aware of that he says he can't be just one shot.
Is there something...
He's not... He has foresight and tenacity at the start of the fight.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no reason why this can't be Wampa. It's Bam L3 Dengar with a Dengar crown. There's no... who is tenacity down on this team?
Dengar does. Dengar does. Yeah, you don't do a Dengar fight on him because he gives you tenacity down. Look at the... Is it basic? One of the moves or something like that gives
critical hit. So we would need critical avoidance. 78% crit chance. Pretty low. But if he gets even 1, then he gets the tenacity down.
I'll tell you one that I did yesterday that I thought was cool. That still works really well. I fought Karth yesterday with Karth Gron. And I went and looked it up. Wampa beats that still 100%. So I get Karth has the great Kron and all that. And these weren't no slouches either, but it was like, yeah, Wampa beat the hell out of it.
I gotcha. Yeah, Queen, Padawan, Obi-Wan, and Master Qui-Gon work versus Rey Exile, says Wilco. Hey, Football Goat, 765, can I have a roster review? I am a new player. I usually am doing that offline. If you want to jump into my Discord, we can talk about that. Just say hi in one of the Swugger-related channels. Drop your GG. I have a channel called Link Your GG. Just so you can keep it organized. But we can take a look at your roster. That's fine. Jump at a voice chat.
Is that a level 6 stun on Saw with Kuiil?
I think it's a turn meter 6. Yeah, it's turn meter 6.
If you ever want to get risky, as long as there's no stun, you could... Wampa could probably last through that Saw team. It was before. Obviously... Really? Oh, yeah. I was doing Wampa stuff a long time ago. But again, I'm not... you know what? Make it irrelevant just because I've also seen where it's like... It has a chance to fail because there is a stun mechanic, but there's not a lot of damage without the datacrons and done. So you can still... He can usually last past that point, and if he can, you win. It's just literally getting past Kyle's second move, and if your Wampa's bulky enough, which yours would be, I would expect.
Hear me out on this. I see a problem with a timeout risk.
I never got to a timeout. You're talking about Cere because of the. What happens is you get to a point where it's just auto, and then it can probably take time to get it just right and lined up, but then you're just overpowering because there's a point where she doesn't keep that. I usually get to the 2-minute mark or 1:30 or something like that, but it's like there was just times where I was like I had to push the risk and it worked fine. If there's anything else that was interesting that I got to do, that would call it out. Wampa on Karth, don't set Karth. No, I don't think I have anything else for you to ask.
Alright,
man. Sorry, buddy. I'll play with it again. If I get around with the Relic 9, because I really do think that piece changes the fight now, seeing what we did. Because I can only say what we've done so far has been based on a 7 and an 8, or an 8 and an 8. And I feel like if that can happen to you again, it's having to account for that deflection. So I'll take it into. I'll look, man, and I'll record my next fight to see what it does. But if it's not a 9, we'll have to adjust. So I'll see what I do with the play. All right, buddy.
All right, take care, man. Catch up with you real soon.
Yep.
At 55. Yeah, that'll do. He said Wampa for this. What are you looking for? You're looking for crit damage. I kind of like it. We'll take it. Let's see what happens. Get in all your science-y related requests. We'll see what goes down out here. Oh God, please. Stop. Wait, no. You can't do this. High defense on the Kron? Yeah, that must be how you have to endure it. Alright? Another winner of an idea from TJ. We're having a great day, TJ. The CLS and the Kuiil aren't really even interesting teams. Yeah, there was nothing to worry about. Glad I used Seam where I did. What am I to do with you? I mean, we've got everything in the world. I guess identify the 3 hardest teams and use the GLs appropriately. JML, JMK, and Slacker. JML goes here. JKR is always one of them. It's just whether or not it's JKL or Jedi Cal. I think I'd prefer to use Jedi Cal, and then I'll use JKL as a lead. Jedi Stun. Turn meter. It'll work. So yeah, this will only work while we have this crumb. Predictions can be paid out, indeed. All of you who chose 2 or more were indeed vindicated. Okay, yeah. That's an interesting thought. I guess we should kill you. For my next trick, I will kill you. Stun? Targeting him? Yes, that was the idea. Alright, you there. Die. Good. Hello there. Die. Over back. Mm-hmm. Doink. How dare you? How dare you? Wait, you were supposed to be dead. That all looks pretty good. I guess that's about the best we could do. Yeah, would have been a 57. Would have been fine. Saw Luth and Drogon cost me last round. They ate up your slacker. Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that, man. I can believe that for sure. Yeah. So we already used dash. Damn, I would have practiced the dash counter there. GG could also be interesting. I think that can still be done. Pretty high banner. Let's try it. Practice it. Probably defense. Let's stop being so aggressive. Maybe that. I was thinking more like this, to be honest. This is fine. Alright. Crit damage is okay. Alternative would be to sort health. I mean, sure, we can make my day. What do you got? Got a lot of health is what you got. Alright, 40%, some crit damage, some stuff. Yeah, the tank is not really that good. Hey, Tass, what did you use on the Great Mothers in the end? Sorry, missed it. Yeah, I didn't want to use JMK. We know that's going to work. So, use Bane. Bane worked. We increased the cooldown, so we prevented. Great Mothers gets a bonus turn at the start of her on her first turn, right? Because she hasn't put out Doomed yet. So that means that effectively Bane, my Bane's like 250 speed. I'm just trying to wonder. Well, yeah. So that may not work. That may not work against a properly modded Great Mothers, right? Because I think that if you both have bonus turn effects, the one who has the higher speed wins. And at least around, top 50 of Kyber 1, most people's Great Mothers are 340s to 350. Something like that. Interesting thought. Alright, so health and crit damage here is kind of crucial. We could have some fun with that. That is so much health. Might put that on defense. Pretty easy for Bane with the low star Great Mothers then. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. So, don't be too impressed. Okay. Okay. You gotta do it like that. Then he goes kapow soon-ish? Or not? Oh, we're just gonna put the lockdown on you, boy. No, we're not. He's gonna resist us. Because that's the way it is. If I AoE, again, I am mildly... Okay, now I'm a lot less concerned about anything. You do have your buffs. Wouldn't call that good. You are vulnerable right now, so I guess we have to juice you. You can't counter, but you will get your bonus turn when I kapow you. So is the move to just continue to try and stun? Because it would have been great for him to have been stunned. I think that's what makes this counter fly. Because I think we lose stat if we rush this. Sweet. Yeah, see how low we are? Yeah. I feel right to be concerned. Can't heal him. He's got anti-heal. Okay, okay, and yeah, okay, not yeah. So pretty poor. All right, so this one's dependent on not having your shit like resisted. So potency then. Potency. All right. What to do about dash? JKR, any number of things. It isn't that interesting of a team. Is there somewhere cool to use Hondo? I guess Malgus goes on Krex. Let's see. And we do have Treya yet. She's going to target set, so that means you still do your stuff. Yeah, that's right. You keep saying that. I'm used to being able to ignore taunts, but that's only against Lightsiders. You keep reminding me. Yeah. All right, yeah. Then I think Bane has a future. Bane has a future against Great Mothers. Would Treya have worked? Unlikely, because if you're doing like Treya, Nihilus, Savage, then they're gonna doom Savage. And Savage loves to feed himself turn meter, take a bunch of extra turns, which hastens the compounding of the doom effect. So I don't think that's the way you really want to go. I guess Treya here, something like that. I want to... Not fast enough for all that. That'd be cool if we could, though. I want to just do this for old time's sake. Iden death range. Haven't done it in a while. Armor penetration, if we can. You know what? I'll take it. Oh, on the Dash team, Savage solo? I could, yeah. We could do that. Oh, Savage solo versus CLS. Oh, a Treya work versus the Dash team. Oh, surely. Yeah, man. Surely. As I recall, I think you're usually going after Chukio first. Bye-bye! Alright, yeah, the Hondo idea doesn't sound that good. I was thinking about doing Hondo somewhere, but yeah. Reva, Imperial Remnant Datacron is a lot of fun with Reva and Death against any form of CLS. Yeah, I'm sure. Is there something good against these Kel teams that's cheap, I wonder? We would need our own solution to that. It's hard to come by in Jedi. Night Sisters somewhere? Is Night Sisters a good use somewhere? I mean, we could have done Night Sisters on Finzori instead of Aphra. There's a chance at a 57 there, too. Isn't there such a possibility? For Night Sisters versus Dash? What do you think? Hondo versus Dengar? Yeah, but what, like Olben lead and Hondo? Because you're still going to lose. Like, you're going to lose people. That's the problem with Hondo on offense, is that, you know, you're relying on getting to the later part of the fight, assuming that you're probably losing somebody along the way. Jedi pre-taunts are pretty few. We'll see what his fleets are in a minute. I guess we'll just Malgus this for now. Malgus Malik. We'll just go in with Malgus Malik. Dark side, tank, revive. This will do. Good ideas, though. Good conversation, Tim. Appreciate it. Hey, guys. Not that interesting of teams left to figure out. Man, that is wild about the Star Killer thing. There was nothing special about that Kron. That was just pure dice. I need Helldivers therapy after this. Yeah, thinking about picking up a new gaming rig here too, in the very near future. The one I'm running on right now is from 2017. The video card says GeForce RTX 2070 on the side, so that's what we're dealing with. Yeah, sure, go ahead, Duncan. That's fine. Not really worried about the details. Hey, stop it. Why are you doing this? Probably will need to kill Vandor Chewie off rip to prevent revive and speed increases. Yeah, for sure. He's your first priority target. I mean, you can always use something like JKR, something where you can go directly at somebody. They can't force you to focus someone else. It works. Space Jam. MJ Subtas in NYC on vacation. Just stopped at a comic store, my first time ever. It was a blast. Got loads of cool picks. A couple Funkos. My beloved Shin and 2 Thrawn comics. Dig that, MJ. Glad to hear it. All right. So let's see here. He's technically a tank. So is this something where did I already use? Yeah, I already did use JMO. Oh, right, versus Saw. Hey. JKL somewhere? Where is JKL going? If I'm so eager. The problem is, if we get somebody controlled, you have the Omicron, so you're fast enough. Deny turn meter. Deny turn meter game. Not really. They had some awesome Star Wars figures, over $1,500, man. Like Luke with R2 holding Grogu, 1/4 scale, so a big figure. Yeah, I can believe that. Four teams, 5 teams, 2 GLs, DR. DRBSF exists. So for each character going, yeah. And then there's the tenacity angle, right? Dengar's kind of interesting. Which is the turn metery gainingest team here? You know. DTMG here? I haven't used him, I think. Yeah. Let's have it. Where's my favorite track? There it is. Alright. So, stun. So you're already locked down. That's unfortunate. Could get unfavorably controlled. I'm gonna hold out. Yeah, before I do the lock stun. The lock taunt. We could start with this. Could also do the cooldown rip, but I think that hurts us. Yeah. Oh yeah, by all means, do all that. I'm sure it'll work just fine. Hey, yeah, good instinct there. So yeah, the debuffs and the turn meter and all that were cool. So you get freed up. Everybody's a happy lad. Alright. Something worked, yay! DTMG makes sense, but backwall. What do you mean? Like using DTMG against a backwall team? Most players aren't setting stuff that easy, but DTMG is actually pretty flexible against a variety of things, and aren't there a couple really cheap counters to the DTMG getting Cron? I forget right now, but that's mostly the reason that makes me take that off defense. Although, sometimes it's pretty good side by side when I have that Enoch team down. You can only Malgus one of them. Nooch rating in with a party of 13. Appreciate you, Nooch. Hello there, have fun. How did your Grand Arena go, man? Let's hear about it. Appreciate you, man. Alright. Saying back wall. Is it open and print? Maybe back there. Yeah. Fair. I see you. Alright, we'll deal with fleets here in a moment. Bunch of GLs. What's gonna be fun? Got Cere Malicos. Cere Malicos is good. Tank revive. You could roll that way. Sure. Let's have it. Ugly win? Hey, ugly wins count. That was how my round one was. It was ugly, but I did win. And I will take it. Speaking of taking it. Bye-bye! Get off my plane. I don't think I will. Okay. 2 teams. No, I don't think this was Wampa food either. What is this? Yeah, we'll take it. Impress me. Fight that nest. I want to see. I want to see you guys do it. I don't think so. We'll save that for after. Okay, fine. We have to lock down somebody. Everybody be cool. Okay, be cool. Okay. You have your 10 stacks, so we're all fine now. We'll call you. Wrap, wrap. Shields up. Mm-hmm. Buff up. Oh yeah. He's gonna start to hurt a lot. Right about then. Hey, you can't do that. Okay, lockdown. Shields up. Okay. You'll come out of there soon enough. And when you do... 57. Okay, so we are going for the max banners there. So 57 worked. Hondo on offense against a no-cron team. You saw it here first. Be impressed, damn it. JMK versus that. Okay, that's fine. And then Slacker. I guess so. Slacker by himself with an Ufu, something like this. How about it? Mm-hmm. Appreciate you. Mm-hmm. Bye. And just JMK solo here? Datacron? Something like that? Is that enough? Or are we going to actually have a problem? I'll take Cat. I'll take Cat. You got a speed up? You got a speed up? No Jedi speed up at this point? This turn meter? It'll have to do. Cat? That's fine. Alright, first time chat from Nuji. Howdy! New player here. My best team at the moment is Phoenix Squadron with a power of 90k or something like that. Well, welcome. Welcome to the channel. And, yeah, I mean, you are at the beginning of the journey. That is an amazing character, though. I will say that. Nothing needing. So do that instead. And then you smite here. I forget how this works with your thing. Okay, so it does cut through that. Good to know. Stun you? Yeah, it won't stun because you're not a Jedi. But you will be. Hmm. Yeah, it's the ability block that I was really worried about. Here, I would have traded back to kill her, but can't have everything. There you go. Alright, 57. Alright, let's see what we got. So I have a 1573 score, and for context, let me compare. Let me see if I can find where his was. 1634. Yeah, 1634 is what I think it was at the end of it all, so pretty solid run. Okay, so how am I doing this? I guess it's still just Leviathan here. Chimera. Yeah, I can just do whatever. Let's practice Raddus again and do it correctly this time. I guess I could try Empire, right? Against the Executor. Do I take all these? I think you're just taking these two. This is wrong. Yeah, this is wrong. There you go. Okay, let's roll. Wolf said, I was so happy my opponent set Malgus, Sass, Marauder, so I was able to use Hondo. Yeah, nice. Nuji says, should I totally focus on gearing them up or get other teams for events? I'm going to be honest with you, Nuji. The new player experience is dramatically different from when I started playing. And even then, if it was still the same, it's been a long time since I had played through it. So if you're at the very early part of the game, I'm not very sure about what's the best thing for you to do. I usually will point you towards content creators that do have more focus on the early to mid game. I think he's making content regularly. I know he's still out there as Darth Loquitur. I know a lot of new players like Loquitur's stuff. Not to say that he's, you know, the only reliable source. Choose who you like. Alright, got this. Yeah. What do you guys say in the chat? What does our new player need to be focusing on? Because Phoenix is what you used to do back in the day. Is that still kind of a priority? I thought they moved you into different factions now. So you have the... Yeah. Then you do this. Yeah, I mean, and then they dodged. Did you see that? Did you see them dodge? Did you see that shit? What is this? Okay, so you're an asshole. What am I gonna do with you? You have overcharge, but then you're gonna stealth. How do I deal with that? It doesn't really matter. You don't have any other AoE, so the smart thing would be to kill this so that you're not impeded by it in a minute. We'll dispel all the vulture crap. Kill this one. All of this makes sense, by the way. So that spy dodging me is also really crazy. I don't think that usually happens either. That was another dodge! What in the fuck? This is nuts. This is nuts. This is the most cursed round of all. Dodge hacks, I say. Dodge hacks. Don't you fucking dare. You were supposed to hit like that the first time, not get outright dodged. Alright, so that was terrible. Is there not... What is the Executrix counter to this? Could somebody tell me about it? Actually, didn't I see ucantsay use that himself? He did endurance. That was against Houndstooth. What about at the end of the 5 season? Didn't even get that far there. Let's see. Nope. I thought this got nerfed. I heard this was still doable, though. That's why I was curious maybe to try it. If you guys are saying it's crap, then I'll leave it alone. It would be cool to do that, though, because that would be a little subversive, right? Like, this is meant to be super punishing for rebels, I imagine. It works without it, but it's much more RNG. Grand Pigus with the hats off. Thank you so much for watching the stream, Grand Pigus. Appreciate you. You have 3 in 5 chance now. Oh, is that what it is? So it's still... Wild NZ says the mark got fixed, so it works as written now, but you have a 3 in 5 chance, so it still sounds kind of crap. All right, let's go ahead and assume Leviathan then. We'll take these. And I hope you're still watching, TJ, because I know you said before you were worried about being able to kill Houndstooth without Mark 6. I did it before. I will do it again. He said, famous last words, Lee. You guys are all like this. How do I want to play it? Yeah, I mean, we can take their product off. That's fine. This shit's gonna hurt. Representative will be with me shortly. Okay. Kill punishing first. Stab it. Oh god, it's so bad. And they all still have tenacity up. Make an executive decision. If we do the mass assist, I think we might be able to kill it before Houndstooth comes out. We'll have a savior available. I think we want to do this. I can't imagine that that's the wrong choice. Punishing one down before that. Now we do have to put some work in to save this guy. Levy no Mark 6 is fine, just heal. Yeah, I think we've all learned a thing or two about listening to TJ today. You son of a bitch, you ruined my life. Sure. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Do that. Yes, this is acceptable. Stab it. Is this the real life? Okay, that's fine. How are we on time? Okay, so you are out of phase there. These guys are going to pop ultimate any second. That's what's crazy. Because that target lock, that contract being met was like instantaneous. Okay, we didn't get mind controlled. I honestly thought we were sunk. So Leviathan is an answer regardless, it would seem. Triple attacker. Yeah. Yeah, you guys aren't ever going to see the thing again, so that's fine. Maybe you. Yeah. Nice, nice. A little bit more of that action. Is this to my benefit? Not really. It's just another source of banners to get chipped up. We can top someone off. It looks like we can get Leviathan. Or, sorry, B28. Also looks pretty close for Dagger, too. I don't know. Be greedy, maybe? What you got? What you got? 74. Pretty damn good, considering how that went. Alright. Profundity. I think just these. I don't think they're going to kill my tank. He said pridefully, moments before dying. Now, we could have taken in Mark 6, but I'm honestly not worried about it. All right. Ideally, we would be able to brap out the tank before he goes. You'd want to do this middle first. You don't want buffs up on the off chance he does get to go. When I say off chance, you see what I'm saying. Take this. Man, not a lot of assist train magic. Not a single one. I don't think anyone pinged off each other in that entire opening sequence. Again, with the RNG. What are the odds of this shit? No one assisting each other. Shameful stuff, guys. Shameful. Let's see. Yeah, we got you. That's fine. No assists as well? Yep, because of fire. Dispel. Hey, there's an assist. I thought the fire prevented assist. What does it do? Just damage and... okay. Reduced chance to evade. Alright. Five ships out. Nothing assists. Honest to God. Again and again and again. Purely decorative fleet. Just watching the days go by. That's what? That was 3 dodges there? 4? You can't make this shit up. Look at that. Dodge again, dodge, 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 dodge. I've never seen anything like this. Never seen so many dodges in a single fight. Alright, so if I had to play that for real, I still would have done Leviathan against that. So what does that mean? I would have had to do something like Raddus or maybe even Finalizer. Finalizer would be kind of interesting against Chimera. I think you'd win, because you could pretty easily control the bomber from there. The heat would be on to blow it up before Interceptor comes in and frees people up. But I think Finalizer would be safe, and then you would run something like, you know, just Profundity against Malevolence, if I was really trying to sweat the banners. Alright, so let's go ahead and recap this. First, well done to ucantsay. I did not get to put the effort I wanted to in setting up a defense for this round, so it was a bit of a mixed bag. I'm not terribly surprised he was able to post a high score, but nevertheless, it was well executed. Can't take away from that. That said, on bottom here, Battleship was sunk almost immediately because we went in and took EP Marjade Starkiller with the Starkiller Crom. Just used this last round and got a 50. It was rough going, but that was also very, very well set up team. And this is no slouch either. That is the long text Ufu, level 6, and a lot of health on the Kron, but the health wasn't really the issue here. What was the issue was EEzra dodging and or resisting a lot. Like a few times. We had a few different times where we could have gained control of the fight, and the game absolutely refused to give it to us. We couldn't get it with EP stun, we couldn't get it with Marjade landing, we were just getting deflected. Couldn't land a stagger on Rey. No, we did land one stagger, but then we triggered it immediately, and then I think she resisted later. It's just a mess of bad RNG. And we looked over the setup. There was nothing special about the setup that made it more prone to dodging. It's just that at Relic 9, EEzra has a natural, about 25% chance to dodge, and then with Mastery ramping, only goes up from there. But that's another thing about this, man. I was really surprised that even though they would not have had much opportunity to have ramped Mastery, and therefore dodge, we were still just getting effortlessly batted away. So, yeah, man, even just one drop was pretty much it. But then, wanted to try something here. You see a 5-star Great Mothers, Morgan Night Trooper. Saw 100% win rate for Dash Han Chewie, and I'm like, yeah, I got, Relic 9, all 3 of them. Strong damage setup on all of them. I'll take a datacron with armor penetration and crit damage, the highest armor penetration cron I had available. And I want to say, did not even get her to her health. Like, I don't think we killed all of her prot even. This is a 5-star Great Mothers with no datacron. There's no Omicron on Night Trooper, making him extra big. There's no Omicron on Morgan, making her extra annoying. But nevertheless, I was not able to pop a 5-star Great Mothers with a Relic 9 crit damage modded Hun, with all that other stuff I said. Mind-blowing. So, yeah, as if the drop on Rey wasn't already the death knell, that certainly sealed it. And then we were kind of in test mode from here. Nothing too crazy to report. Against Tuskens, I used gas, like 52. Yeah, if I'm not doing it with that Kron that has at least 200% defense on it, the Jedi Kron, I probably shouldn't be doing gas against Tuskens. The odds of losing a side are pretty high. So, probably should be doing something else. Against his gas, Ahsoka and Eeth, we just did Sith Eternal solo, 58 banners. Against his mom, Mothma, Luthen, and Pow, went in with Reva for 56? What did I get? I got a 57 on that. Yeah, I mean, they really don't get to participate in the fight, so it tracks. Alright, now I could have used JMK Cat to clean up this Great Mothers, but we know that works. There wasn't really anything interesting about it. Tried Bane in the end. Bane set. And it worked. It was great. And I'm pleased to report that when you're thinking about what the world looks like after the Great Mother's Crown expires, it looks like there's a future for Bane against this, which is okay. You know, I mean, your Bane's getting forked in a few different places, but it's if they're not going to expand the board, then it's okay if newer teams demand higher and have only fewer counters. I'm okay with that. Otherwise, yeah, the board's just meaninglessly large. You have too many teams. Okay, so that wraps up the front wall. In the back, again, basically after that fiasco up front, we were just in full science mode. So against the BAM L3 Dengar, I want to say it was like Cere or something. I think so. I want to say it was. Against his Kelleran team, that was just JMK solo. No, it was Slacker solo against the BAM team. That's what that was. Against Kuiil, I used Olben, Hondo, and Hoda. 57 banners. No datacron on that team, yeah. Trench Django Newt with a mercenary cron. What did I do for you? Yeah, I forget. Something where they got stunned a lot, right? There was some stun action. No, that was where I used Cere Malicos, that's right. And then against CLS, Chupio, C3PO, just Iden. Iden range death, old school. Nothing too crazy there. Alright, topside, against this Saw team. So we had a few great winner suggestions from TJ today. And I think another one that came from him that was just a real banger was this first attempt on Saw. What was it? What was it that we did there? Oh, that's right. He said Wampa could do this. Guys, you will be shocked to learn Wampa could not do this. Wampa did not do this at all. It was good. It was bad. So, against Finfinzori, we went in with Aphra BT1000. I want to say there was a 55, so maybe worth having hazarded like Night Sisters or something of the kind. Rex Crex 5s. Yeah, I went in with Malgus Malik, 57 banners, against his Qui-Gon. I did General Grievous just for the practice, and I reminded myself that, you know, you're trying to kill Qui-Gon just after JKA has used his AoE. However, after you kill Qui-Gon, that first basic that JK is going to do next could potentially kill your Stap. So I'm thinking that your option there is you have to land the stun with Grievous before you kill Qui-Gon. You have to stun the JKA with Grievous's third. Mine got resisted. So I was thinking in terms of health or in terms of crit damage, and in the end, what I probably needed was potency to have that die quicker. Because I think I finished that fight with a 52. I think you can get like 54, 55. Something like that. Alright, Dash, Hondo, Vandor. Yeah, what did I do here for you? Went after Vandor. Oh, we did DTMG Gideon Scout. That was goofy. Yeah, so they lock down our team, they gain turn meter, they do a bunch of debuffs, and DTMG is just, I'll take all of that. Give me all of those. And yeah, we easily tanked all their stuff. Finished the fight, super high health and protection, 57 banners. Alright, so Fleet, this was kind of interesting. Alright, so with the triple attacker, and see, that's interesting. Is that only Boba as a reinforcement? I wasn't paying attention to that. I thought, there were no others. Yeah, that's what that means. So he really wanted Boba to come out and not Houndstooth. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I used Leviathan, and it worked pretty much as planned. Although I will say, that triple attacker gets the locked debuffs down almost immediately. Maybe there's a case for starting with Mark 6 here. What do you guys think about that? Or Is it pretty... Yeah, there's no reason it has to be dagger up front, right? If Mark 6 gives us the tenacity up and that helps us resist, fine. But you're probably wanting your Mark 6 with Profundity if you're using that against an enemy Leviathan, so... A couple considerations. Alright, against Malevolence, I did practice Raddus again, but guess what, guys? You're not going to believe this. I got piped on a dodge. Not just a dodge, but as it turns out, several dodges. So, when we did Ray's big sweep, we took out the tanks, and then Spy just dodged me wholesale. Okay, fine. Then he dodged another couple attacks. It's less fine. Vulture comes in, we dispel all that. Okay. And then we get dodged some more, and yeah. So that was interesting. So, I thought we were all done with the dodges. But we finished up the Malevolence fight. It was like 68 banners, pretty poor. It's like, okay, well, we'll take Profundity in, and, you know, may not have the best RNG, but even with average assist RNG, figured I'd be able to lay out the TIE Bomber before it got the chance to carpet bomb me. But that's if I got any assists, and I don't want to sound like I'm overplaying it, but I do think we had 0 to 1 assists that entire time before Bomber's first turn. I could be wrong. I don't think I am. Then after that, we also had less assists. And then, later in the fight, hilariously, it's just TIE Fighter left on the board. We have 5 ships. It's time to do a mass assist to blitz it down, so that even if we get dodged a couple times, with the flurry of hits, it's enough damage to have popped the ship before the capital ship would be able to react. Not really. We mass assisted with 5 ships, got like dodged, I want to say, twice or 3 times out of that, enabling TIE to take a turn. It's like, okay, that's unfortunate. Then we hit a few more times, got dodged a few more times, and then Chimera deleted a ship. We ended up, you know, winning the fight, but again, it was like 68, and it's like, guys, are you kidding me? Like, I'm going to get dodged on ground? I'm going to get dodged on fleet? By 2 fleets? Man. And... let me think about this. The TIE Fighter is predisposed to dodging. So I'm not as mad about that as, I guess, the Spy on Malevolence. What is up with that, man? The 2% chance to hoe me out on that. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Ezra learned the 5 Ds of dodgeball. You're right, Tim. That's true. That's true. Yeah, it was really, really dodgy. So, okay, good lesson here. Hopefully I have a legitimate matchup for the last round of the week. I want to say there's only one Rhodium in here. Ucantsay and me, so it's Elias and Falcon. These are both real people, so I guess I'll fight one of them, right? Yeah, these are both real people. Alright, we'll see how it goes with those two. So, yeah, I'll get ready to raid us out here, but I should be streaming tomorrow evening, starting between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern for round 3 of this week. Alright, first things first. If you want to find out when I'm going live, check out my Discord. Next, after that, if you want to catch my previous streams with chapters added for easy browsing, check out my YouTube channel, Tassinix Gaming. I've got some other great Swugger-related content there that I think you'd be interested in. We've got my datacron set guides on set 17 and 18. I make those with Aesop Rock, one of the top players in the game. Got the mod guide series on specific characters and factions you have expressed interest in. I made a recent Omicron tier guide for Grand Arena, so that's up there. It's got a ton of views. You guys really like that one, so I'm glad to hear that. Let's see, what else is there? Of course, you know, I have my Grand Arena focused podcast also up on YouTube that is called Plotting and Scheming. It is a week in review format. You know, I do that with my friends Dagger, TJ, Sasha, Aisha, and Fatal. And we're talking about how we dealt with the meta matchups of the week, our favorite particular attack and defense, and let's see, what else? You know, what lessons we're taking, you know, to the next week, and anything else we think is worth sharing. You know, we'll occasionally pull up videos, all that good stuff. But That podcast is on Spotify. There's an RSS feed link to plug it into whatever your preferred podcast program is. So find us, follow us, enjoy the show. And anything you enjoy on the YouTube, please do. Give a like, hit subscribe. I really appreciate it. The channel has grown a ton this year, and I have you guys to thank. Really appreciate the continued interest. We are just snowballing on. So let's see. I already linked those. Last but not least, if you want to support the channel, you like what's going on here. First, I did create a Cash App at you guys' request that is $Tassenix. I am actually on the cusp of upgrading my computer. Like I said, this is a 2017 rig, starting to get long in the tooth, and there's a lot of market uncertainty about where prices will be on computer parts. When we have the new president, President Trump's getting sworn in here in January, and market uncertainty is such that prices might go high on a computer, and I'm kind of close to needing one, so I'm kind of feeling like it's time to pull the trigger on it, because even if everything ends up being okay, uncertainty is its own problem for prices. So, anyways, yes, $Tassenix is the Cash App, and if you want to get something back, get some improved tools to help in your Grand Arena scouting, and join my Patreon community, check out patreon.com/Tassenix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest to you. $5 a month gets your foot in the door to the Tass House at VIP access. You get early access to the Plotting and Scheming podcast, which normally comes out publicly on Fridays. My patrons are usually getting it Tuesday night, within hours of us recording. You also get early access to the datacron set guides, and of course, a dedicated text and voice chat on Discord where you can usually find me lurking. Pop on by and say hi. Thank you so much to Andrew, Arj, Deadpool Kyle 28, JJ's Productions Twitch, Jobin4527, Johnny B Ottawa, Miasmo, Ray's Malgus, Sam Vimes, Squed, Stark Strategy Gamer, Sweens 14, White Wolf, and Zoltre. Moving up to the $10 a month tier is VIP Access Plus, where you get bundled Patreon access to myself and to OmegaBot. So if you like that detailed scouting report I did on ucantsay at the beginning of the stream, that is a product of OmegaBot Patreon, where you can pull greater than 2 weeks of history to get a more comprehensive look about what your opponent's about. And you get a downloadable HTML report with, link integrations right into swigga.gg or Insights, whatever you happen to have. Saves a lot of time on your scouting. Super effective tool. Thank you to Stryker, Esh Sotnikam, and Dobby for taking that offer. VIP Access Premium is your double bot bundle at $15 a month. So that's Patreon access to me, to OmegaBot, and to Hot Utils, which is the #1 tool for your mass mod management and loadout creation. You can move between Grand Arena, TB, TW, and Raid with just a few clicks. Save a lot of time on all those remods. There's also, functionality to help in your Grand Arena scouting, stuff to help your guild and TW. Great stuff in there. TJ and Fatal also use it to remod their rosters for Grand Arena. So, powerful stuff. Thank you to Duckstab, Dark Hug, Ivanek, General Milan, Sir Boss, Quig, and Wilco. And at the top of the list, in Jester's Club Elite, the one and only Nomad's Reaper. This is my #1 supporter for years now. This guy will pop into stream from time to time and just go ham. Drop literally hundreds of subs, thousands of biddies. Extraordinary generosity over the years. Really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And of course, last but never least, our special thanks. First to Yoda Force, one of my original supporters back in the day. He bought me the mic I'm speaking to you on right now. And even though he has long since quit the game, we remember him fondly from this side. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all of your good works in the background, keeping our daughter from destroying the home that we love while I'm trying to be halfway decent at a phone game. And of course, to Dagger, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal, my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming. It is a pleasure and a privilege to record our show together. Every week we get it done. By hell or come hell or high water, we're still getting it done. We learn from each other. Our viewers learn from us. Folks are loving it, and I appreciate the hell out of you guys for being part of this winning recipe. All right, let's move on back over to the main scene and make ready for the raid. Who do we got? Same category. Let's raid into Bones. I know Bones. Oh, wait, you know what? I've raided Bones before. There's some folks I don't know. Okay. Let's see. We got one viewer. Got folks with one viewer. All right, we're going to see Seb Sharkey. New stream. Haven't seen, oh, it's in French. Oh, shit. No, I'm going to raid somebody I can at least say hi to. All right, we're going to Caravanserai. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Raid is starting up right now. And like I said, look for my announcement on Discord, but I should be starting between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow for round 3. It was rough today, and, you know, you got to think about what you're going to be using. Are we going back to using JMK there against Ray if we're worried about getting dodged? You know, do I need to think about having an accuracy upcron, or am I thinking about accuracy arrows if I really want to be able to use Starkiller? Questions that need to be answered for week 3, but should be fun. Oh, wow, that guy already went offline. That's my bad. All right. Search and filter. Filter by category. Yep. Star Wars. Okay, so that guy's already gone. Okay. Who else is here? Who we got? Who we got? All right. Well, Ironhide. Ah, man. What's up? Man, I can't say hi to any of these people because none of them are English. Y'all are making it hard. All right, we're still going to raid the French guy then. Does that button work? Okay, there it is. The raid button works. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, wow, a bunch of you stuck in here till the bitter end. I really appreciate that. We'll go show this French guy some love. I can't understand him. He can't understand me. But we all understand the language of Grand Arena. And until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.